It's XXL season. Freshman cover for 2020 just released a few days ago, and it looks good on paper so far, at least. There were quite a few snubs that Twitter took accustomed to and started saying, where's this rapper? Where's that rapper? So today we're going to be taking a look at all of the rappers I personally feel were missed off of this cover. Before we get into the amount of rappers, I would just like to mention 4 artists real quick before we start this video. Don Toliver, Lil Tecca both declined the cover, and the Kid Laroi and Ian Dior were never going to make it to begin with. So we're not going to count those 4 artists when talking about the amount of snubs from the cover. By far the biggest artist in my opinion that was snubbed from this list has to be Flo Milli. She had a blow up song off TikTok, I believe it's called Beef. That instrumental is played in almost every single NBA 2K Park YouTuber's video. It's annoying and I've gotten sick of it, but she's a solid rapper. And when compared to the other 2 female artists that XXL has put on this year, she really blows them out the water. And it's not really to put her against other female rappers, but if you look at the cover, I definitely take her over Lil Keed any day. Because I'm not a female, normally I don't hear about all of these upcoming female rappers, so I think it's always a good indication of how popular someone is if their song finds a way to you. If it becomes so popular, you have to hear it. I've never had that experience with Chica or Mulata, so that's why I feel like Flo Milli was definitely one of the biggest snubs of this year's freshman list. After Flo Milli, we got to follow that up with D Smoke. With the lack of amount of lyrical, spiritual, miracle, individual rappers on this year's cover, D Smoke would have definitely fit that criteria in 2 languages. So diversity, XXL loves diversity, and D Smoke would have brought that. A freestyle or cypher by D Smoke in English and then rapping in Spanish, that would definitely be something interesting that XXL really doesn't see. He already has songs with Snoop Dogg and has a bunch of TDE connects, so they missed their shot with D Smoke because he's going to be way too big next year to put him on. Then we have Guap Dad 4000. I've been saying Guap was going to make it basically all year. I really thought he was going to do it just off the Dreamville feature alone. And then he followed it up with an amazing album last year. So another artist, they've missed their shot. Now, unlike D Smoke and Flo Milli, I feel like Guap Dad has an opportunity to make next year's cover simply for the fact that he's big now, but he could be even bigger, and he will be even bigger. The only downside is XXL doesn't really pick artists like him. You know, we've had Buddy in years past, they didn't pick him. Reason, Boogie, you know, like a lot of these artists that are gonna be here for a long time, but they just don't pick them. I don't know. Hopefully Guap doesn't fall in that criteria and he gets on next year. Then we got Chef G, the leader of the drill scene right now, at least for me. He's one of my favorite artists out of New York right now, and I felt like if this year he didn't make it, it has to be next year. This man is going to be huge. With Fabio Foreign making the list and Lil TJ, I'd personally take Chef G over both those artists. That's how much I enjoy his music over them, and I honestly feel he has superstar potential. I know 2K tends to try to separate these quote-unquote sidekicks with having X on one cover in 2017 and then Ski Mask on 2018. It would have been perfect for Chef because when you think of Chef G, you also think of Sleepy Hollow. So have Chef G on this cover, Sleepy Hollow on the next cover. It would have been a good look. And as this snub list continue, we got another New York rapper, J.I., the Prince of New York. Drake loves this dude. And when you got the Drake cosign, the Drake blessing, you really can't fail. Unless you're Block Boy JB. Then maybe you can. But, I mean, his dance is in Fortnite. So, we love Fortnite. I haven't really dived deep within his catalog of music. But I remember watching, like, old YouTube videos. People calling him LaMelo Ball turned rapper. And you know, those videos are pretty nice. He was like, what, 15, 14 years old doing all that? So I don't know how old he is now, but he's definitely on the come up. And then the 6th rapper we're talking about here is King Vaughn. He had an interesting song. I don't think he's as mainstream as Lil Durk, his guy, but I feel like he has the potential to be that. And if it isn't this year, it might not be next year. And Out of all the artists I mentioned, he's probably the least known artist. Maybe D Smoke, probably, you know, less people know about D Smoke, but I feel like there's always a niche for D Smoke to be on the cover. I don't feel like there's a niche for King Vaughn to be on the cover, but he would be a good pick this year. And yeah, those were the 6 artists I felt were snubbed from the 2020 XXL Freshman class. Let me know who you got being snubbed in the comments section below. Did you agree? Did you disagree? Let me know. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Check out some of these other videos, and I'll talk to you in the next one.